how did you feel when the Jay-Z thing happened? Like
the Nas Jay-Z?
No, the Mobb Deep. The Mobb Deep Jay-Z. And how did this happen? Because I didn't see this.
Yeah.
I didn't see this.
Right.
That was before the Nas joint, right?
Yeah.
But almost at the same time. Because,
I mean, you know, it was an era. It was that
But
whole
that was
period.
what I'm saying. But if we put it in order, it's
I think the Mobb Deep shit happened first. And
so
then
what happened? Because Jay said, is this true?
People are pointing at each other.
That Jay said, it's like New York been soft ever since Snoop came through and crushed the buildings.
Right.
And
Prodigy took offense to that. He really took offense to that.
Because y'all responded.
Yeah, but we didn't respond yet.
No, I'm saying you responded to the crushing of the buildings.
Yeah,
you guys
we did. You
guys did.
LA.
I mean, I think we was the only motherfuckers that you know.
I
can tell you from Miami, we saw only you guys respond to that.
That's right. You can make us up. How did they get a Jay-Z Mobb Deep? How did that happen? Like,
because I believe, you know, look, not I believe it. This is true. Jay-Z loved Prodigy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was, I believe he was a Prodigy fan, like, for sure, right? He used P sample, Illuminati with my mind, soul, in my body.
That's right.
He respected P. He respected P, looked at him, looked as a lyricist, as a top lyricist. So when he found out that Prodigy said something about him not to his liking, you know what I'm saying, in a magazine, you know, and he's competitive. So.
Yeah, what happened on this magazine?
Yeah, basically.
What magazine?
This had to be the source.
I forgot what magazine it was.
XXL.
We're just trying to be historic here. We're trying to be journalists. We're not journalists. We're trying to be journalists.
I forget what magazine it was. But basically, Prodigy said Jay-Z's the B word. Like, you know what I'm saying? Call him that. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe whoever was interviewing P was like, yo, what you think about, you know, Jay-Z saying New York was soft? He took offense to it because it was like, what? We just did LA. Like, you know, how could he say that? Like, you know what I mean? So he was like, oh, you know, I don't think he meant it like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's how Jay-Z took it. You know what I'm saying? If he said, oh, man, Jay-Z's a whatever word, you know what I mean?
Wow.
And, you know, Jay-Z's competitive. He was like, I mean, this is at everybody's prime. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so then he just did that line and then he just did the Summer Jam shit.
Right.
And we was overseas when we found out about that. And, you know, that was crazy.
And the internet's not really popular, that man. So y'all had to get actual phone calls about that, right?
Right.
Okay.
So we didn't have the internet yet after that. So we did get phone calls about that.
But let me ask a sidebar question. Did Jay-Z respond to anything with the dog pound or anything?
Not that I don't know.
Wait, the dog pound? What do you mean?
To the whole thing that happened?
Oh, the LALAs?
Yeah.
No, we the only ones. We just clap for them.
Well, no, but then Royal Flush as well, worldwide.
Yeah, Royal Flush. Yeah.
You produced that?
Yeah, worldwide.
So you got in the beef. You got in it. No, so I'm asking. But did nobody else responded
but
at all?
I didn't really realize because how did that affect their problem? You know what I mean? And did you
between Jay-Z and
like
Dog Pound?
With Jay-Z and Mobb Deep.
And Mobb, yeah.
Right.
Because did you feel like that was a Mobb Deep beef with Jay, or you felt like it's a Prodigy Jay-Z beef? In all honesty.
Because it turned into a Prodigy Jay-Z beef.
I mean, eventually maybe it morphed into that, but the fans don't know the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fans ain't picking like, oh yeah, that's what... It's a Mobb Deep and Jay-Z beef. And even though we know it's not real beef, now when you finally get around Jay-Z, you feel like it's beef. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just think it was just some competitiveness shit. But, you know what I mean? I don't think P meant it like that. But, you know, when you talking like that, you know what I'm saying? And it's a competitive sport.
Right.
You know, people going to respond. But I do see Prodigy's point. Like, you know, we was, you know, CNN... Mobb Deep, you know what I'm saying? Trash was the only one that really held New York down, you know what I'm saying, in that moment. And you know, sometimes you could say we didn't get the credit we deserved for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is cool now. Of course, love it. It's beautiful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is old historic shit.
Yeah,
But
it
those are some
definitely.
tough times.
No,
It
was some
tough.
serious
It
shit
was
going
serious.
down.
It was tough. But then when people started,
And I want to say it didn't register when you said Mobb Deep Jay-Z because I only thought of it as a Prodigy and Jay-Z beat
don't think
because of
fans-
what happened in Hot 97.
Fans ain't understand
The fans
that.
ain't understand.
fans don't think of it like that.
That's how I registered it.
You registered as a Prodigy?
Yeah, because of how we know what transpired.
Okay.
With the Hot 97, with the thing, that's how I thought of it. Never thought of it as a Mobb Deep versus Jay-Z.
Because that was like you had to always go through like P. Like I remember we was at SOBs one night, and it's like you always go through with P. Did you feel like that? Like I mean, in a funny way. We know our brother's not here, but
Right.
Do you feel like P was always starting shit, and it's just like you were just in there by mistake? I got a partner too, so I know.
Right.
Do you feel like that?
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like that. Like, but
Taking strays.
I definitely was catching strays. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you got to be down for your homie like that.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It is what it is. Like, even if I thought he was wrong at any, that's
any
in
point,
private.
yeah.
Right,
I'm
right,
still,
right.
you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk to him and be like, yo,
absolutely.
son, like, what the fuck you doing? Like, but in public, I'm like, yeah, nigga, fuck those niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you gotta ride with your niggas. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it.
Now, Pac, let's drop the gym on him, right?
Right.
I was mad Pac ain't just me.
He says this all the time. He wanted Pac to go.
You wanted to smoke?
I didn't know I wanted to smoke. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying they was like, damn.
Give me the look.
He was like, that's Mobb
That's
Deep.
why
Like, I was like,
that's why I'm viral at that time.
Hello. But that it was ill. Like, obviously I'm playing, but it's a part of history. But Pac, like, it's a known thing. Like, if you beef with 50 now, right? Like, you kind of get his audience, or like he gives you this audience.
Yeah.
It's almost like he likes you if he beefs with you.
Yes,
That's almost like what it feels like.
Right.
Now, Pac, kind of that was that back then.
Yeah.
Or did y'all? How did y'all feel saying, Pac went at y'all? Like, this is one of the arguments from, you know what I mean?
I mean, I was fucking elated. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, but because for people that don't know what we're talking about, where exactly? Because all I remember,
It
he
had
said
to be because of LA, right?
but he talked about you at the end of Hit 'Em Up, right?
Hit 'Em Up.
Yeah.
He was just talking at the end. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Everything is just a blur. I don't know why he did. You know what I'm saying? What he did.
No, it's not like he was just saying whatever at the end
Nah,
of that
because
song.
was it LA?
Was it LA? I don't know.
I believe it was a combination of things, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so on Survival of the Fittest, we like Thug Life, we still living it.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, that could be it.
I did hear that.
And at the time, he had an article in the Vibe magazine where he was like, I don't want to do this thug shit no more, blah, blah, blah. So he probably thought that we was like, Thug Life, we still living it. Like, fuck what he doing. We still, you know what I mean?
That could
so
be it.
he was thinking that and piled up on top of LA. He like, man, fuck these niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't even think it was like that.
For real.
Oh.
Even though when you hear the backstory now, you hear Pac was mad at Snoop, and like
No, but that was after.
no, but it was
But not at Hit 'Em Up time. No.
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't hear that. I heard him. I think I heard he was mad at Snoop, but I heard that was way after.
No, after like that time frame, he was
Right.
mad at him when he went to the radio station around the same time that they recorded that.
No, not Hit 'Em Up. No.
No, not Hit 'Em Up, bro.
No, you talking.
I don't know. Maybe
it's way longer.
Some historian
As a
out
person
there
that was
that's
in that
not
beef,
drunk.
trust me, I remember.
Do the math.
Like, trust me, that was like almost years later. Like,
I don't think it was years later.
I'm telling you, bro. Like, trust me, I was in there. No one said my name. I was like, damn.
You was like me.
Yeah, and drop a gem on him, right? That was like the
That's a
response.
dope record.
That was the response.
But y'all didn't say his name. What was the?
Yeah.
What was that strategically played?
Because I think that was the era when the subs was the thing.
okay.
You know what I mean? You wasn't really just saying
The sub was louder
people's
than the
names,
actual
but-
thing.
So we threw the sub, but you know, we might as well have said his name.
And it was a good record. It was a great record.
Nah, it was good for us, but then we had to pull the record. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
Yeah, I mean, he died. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we, you know.
Yeah, but it was subs. So why would you have to pull it?
I mean, everybody knew that was like a comeback record.
You felt like obligated, like
it was a comeback record, and it was our first single to our next album.
And it was too close to that time frame.
To Hell on Earth. We was like, oh, word, we coming back, shots firing, drop a gem on them.